Good afternoon. Today we're back at East Elementary to kind of summarize a project that they have been working on for the past several weeks that has to do with March Madness. Now, March Madness typically has to do with athletics. This one has to do with careers instead. But speaking of athletics, could I please encourage you to put on your calendar Tuesday, that's tomorrow, to go to Hayesville if you have time, and to watch our softball and our baseball teams play. I haven't plugged softball and baseball and athletics enough lately because we've been talking about the musical and things that are going on at schools. But I want you to know that our athletic teams are working so hard. And tomorrow, Tuesday, they'll be at Hayesville. But if you can't make it to that game, or if the weather precludes that, which it might, on Thursday, Hayesville is coming to Swain to play. So I would encourage you to maybe put that one on your calendar and come over to the high school. Now also on Thursday, we've got a little bit of competition as far as time is concerned because West Elementary is going to be celebrating their 30th anniversary. Now, Miss Sutton, you all celebrated your 30th anniversary back in the fall. And now it's time for West to do that because these two schools opened at the same time. We're just spacing these celebrations out. So if you want to come and be part of the West celebration, you need to be there at 5. It lasts until 7. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. You can come late. Just come and help us celebrate 30 years of instruction at West Elementary. And you know, it's interesting to me, Amanda, that we're talking about 30 years because what you have found through your March Career Madness is that we are thinking about careers today that we weren't even thinking about maybe even 5 years ago. So why don't you take just a minute and refresh everyone who's watching's memory. What is March Career Madness? Talk to us.
So March Career Madness was started by our guidance counselor, Miss Wiggins, and she encouraged students to choose 16 of their top jobs or careers that they wanted to do when they grow up. And we spent an entire week dressing up. We dressed like we should dress for an interview. We wrote letters to first responders. We wore college attire. We dressed for our dream job. And each week, students were voting for the top jobs. So we started with the 16 and then the Elite 8 and then the Final 4. And we can reveal the winner today.
Okay, and it's a kind of apropos, that's a big word, to reveal that today because the March Madness Championship for men's basketball is tonight. So we started out with 16, we brought it down to 8. Our final 4 were teacher, chef, artist, but our number 1 is YouTuber. What in the world is a YouTuber? Can you describe that?
I can describe it very simply. You upload videos to YouTube.
and that's amazing because there are people who are literally making hundreds of thousands and maybe even I've heard stories of millions of dollars who are simply uploading things to YouTube, and because people follow them, they're receiving income from that. That career didn't exist 5 years ago. And I think that it's important for us to recognize that our kids see that. And as a school system, Swain County is working to make sure that if one of our students, or 2 or 10, want to be YouTubers, that they can do that with the education that they receive here. As a matter of fact, Joe Holt, who is holding the camera right now, is responsible for our Maroon Devil Network, which really is a YouTube channel. And he has interns at the high school that are helping him. So we are taking new ideas using our same educational system that's been around for 30 plus years, and we're helping our students be ready for a career that might not even exist today. Congratulations to you and thank you for this example. I think you have something special that's going to happen on Thursday here as well. What is that?
Yes, it's our Student Leadership Day. So starting at 11 o'clock, we're going to welcome all of our families in, and we're going to give them a little Title I education and education about some of the programs like iReady that we're using this year. And then at 11:30, they will go to their child's classroom, and they will listen to their students talk about what they've done this year, go through their notebooks, their leadership notebooks. And then beginning at 12:30, we have our book fair, and we are going to go outside and beautify the campus.
You know, and I'm so glad that you're doing that, and I'm so glad that we're able to do that now that we've moved past COVID to where we can come back into the buildings, because our schools truly are a community center. I think that's one of the things that we're going to be celebrating at West and what we have celebrated here. East and West Elementary are community centers, and we appreciate all that you and your staff do for our students as you prepare them for the future here at both elementaries and all of our schools. So, with all of that said, you have a lot to put on your calendar. Please participate in as many of these as you possibly can, and we will bring more to you after spring break. Please don't forget that next week begins spring break, and this Friday, which is April the 8th, is a full day of school. It is not a half day. It is a full day of school. So make sure that your sons or daughters are in class on Friday, because I'm sure that Friday will be a very fun day in a lot of different ways. So until we come back from spring break, God bless you. Thank you so much. Have a great week away from Swain County Schools and education. Just relax a little bit, and then we'll see you again at that point. Thank you for being part of us and for letting us be part of you. Have a good afternoon.